Okay, so the build that I'm going to bring you guys today is a little quirky, don't get me wrong, but it actually works and it is pretty fun to use. I've been using it a little bit just to try it out and see what little things I can tune, but this thing is fun. Now, this build is all about sticking the middle finger up at the enemy and saying that you can't kill me, I'll do everything in my power to stop it. So what we're going to do is the usual stuff. We're going to take a look at the skills, we're going to take a look at the perk deck, and I'm going to go into a bit of the reasoning why they ain't going to be able to kill us. So, start off with a perk deck. Of course, we're in Grinder. And what Grinder means is, obviously, that we're going to get that health generation every time that we injure or hurt an enemy. So, these are the ones that we're looking at. I won't go into too much detail, but obviously we've got the adrenaline, we've got the endorphin, and we've got the dopamine, which is going to give us the and euphoria too, which is going to give the health regen. And then, let's get into the skills. This is where it all comes together. Okay, so what you are going to notice is that I do not touch nothing in Enforcer, nothing in Technician, but we stack up in Ghost, Fugitive, and Mastermind. So, remember, this build is about not being able to be killed. So let's get into it. So we're gonna make our way up, and what we want to get to in here is Swan Song. If you don't know what Swan Song is when you're actually about to go down, or when you're pretty much down, you get this. You get the ability to fight for 3 seconds with like a slow 60% movement speed penalty. Now, once that's aced, you no longer need to reload and you can fight for an additional 6 seconds. So what we're saying here is that once you go down, you can walk for a while. You can actually use Inspire if you have it, wink wink, which we'll get to. And you can fire your gun without using up any ammo, so you don't need to reload, so you can just beast it. So that's what we're kind of aiming for in this one. So we're going to take Thick Skin to get that steadiness and armor on Ballistic Vest, because we are using Grinder with a light Ballistic Vest. Duck and Cover for some kind of dodge. I'm not sure if that actually counts, but it gets us up there. Of course, we want Run and Gun, 10 additional movement speed. And then we're going to take Quick Fix and Winston Wolf just to be able to get up to Swan Song here. You really could take any of these, but they're a little wasted. But really we want to get up to Swan Song in this one. Ghost, this one, again, this one is kind of, I guess you could call this a 9 lives build. But again, we're using all these down the bottom here to get to 9 lives. If you don't know what 9 lives is, well, basically it is you gain the ability to go into bleed out one more time before going into custody. Not so good, right? But when you ace it, when you go into bleed out, you have a 35% chance to get right back up. So once you go down, you've got a 1 in 3 chance that you'll just automatically get straight back up. So again, we're sticking the middle finger up at these guys saying, first off, when you kill me, I'm going to do this Swan Song thing where I don't need to reload and I can bullet hose everybody for 6 seconds and I can run away. And actually, when I do go down after that, there's a 35% chance that I'm going to get right back up again. So that's pretty cool. Obviously, we're going to take Sprinter, Sprinter Ace. We always love that. Chameleon, we get 15% less lightly targeted when you're close to your crew members, which is cool. Always want Fast Hands. This was a nice little pickup on the way up to 9 lives. And then I like Cat Burglar. It kind of fit into this build. We're really saying that we can't be killed. So when we jump from great heights, we're also going to have a little bit of protection there. So it kind of fits in nicely. Like I said, nothing in Technician, nothing in Enforcer. It was hard not taking Transport, I've got to say. I really wish I could have had another, 5 points to get in there. But I didn't have it because Mastermind is here. Now, on top of the other 2 things that I mentioned, which is pretty awesome, we're looking at here is Pistol Messiah and Inspire. So, of course, we have to spend a ton of points in this one. So, Pistol Messiah, again, goes with this build with 9 lives and Swan Song and the Grinder build. What we're getting here is when you're in Bleed Out, you're instantly revived if you kill an enemy with a pistol, but you only get 1 charge. So, our secondary is going to be a pistol. So, that's what you'll see when we get to the guns. But once it's aced, you gain 2 additional charges. You'll replenish your charges when you get out of custody. Well, of course, they're not going to get us in custody. So, now what we've got is we've got the Swan Song. We have got Grinder before we go into Swan Song. Then when we actually go down, we've got that 35% chance of getting right back up again. Now, if we don't get right back up again, we just pull our pistol out and we kill somebody, and then we're up, and we can do that 3 times. It's pretty impressive when you put all this together. Of course, to get up to here, we're going to take Combat Medic, we're going to take Endurance, Endurance Aced, Leadership, we're going to take Dominator, we're going to take Spotter, Spotter Aced, and we're going to take Joker and Joker Aced. And this one also kind of fits in too once it's ace. You converted an enemy, 55% more health, deals 45% more damage. And of course we've got an extra person running around trying to help us, so again it's keeping us out of custody, it's keeping us alive. And then we get of course to the big daddy, which is Inspire, which is again part of sticking that middle finger up to the enemy saying you can't kill me. We're also saying you can't kill my buddies either. Here we go, you revive your crew members 50% faster, shouting at your teammates will increase their movement speed by 20% for 10 seconds. And here is the big one, there's a 75% chance that you can revive crew members at a distance just by shouting at them. So there we go. That is the build. Isn't it impressive? I mean, it's tough not taking anything out of Enforcer, but with Pistol Messiah, with Inspire, with Joker, with Swan Song, with 9 lives, and with the Grinder build, they can't touch us, dudes. They can't touch us whatsoever. Let me show you quickly what I'm using here for guns. I've been on a Clarion trip recently, and this one is like a bullet hose. It fires so fast that it really helps with the Grinder build. It really gives you that health gen real fast. And then secondly, for our secondary, ironically enough, I wanted a pistol that was going to give me high damage. Now usually I use the Gruber, but I wanted something that was high damage, because when we do go down, if 9 lives doesn't get us back up and we need that pistol kill to activate Pistol Messiah, well, we need something that's going to give us a lot of damage before we get into bleed out. So you can either choose, or should I say what I usually choose is Bronco or the Deagle. Now I've got the Bronco up to a pretty high damage here, 89, and then the Deagle I've got to 74. So I tend to go with the Bronco, but you get more ammo with the Deagle. So really up to you on that one. And then of course we're going to use the light ballistic vest because we got Grinder going on. Molotovs because we've got Grinder going on. You can cut off those choke points, keep people burning, get their health coming back, and then just a regular doctor bag, and that is pretty much it. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. I think it's pretty special. It's pretty quirky, but it is pretty effective on all difficulties, and that is it. Enjoy.